here with Washington State women's basketball head coach Kamie Ethridge. Coach, final regular week of the regular season. Your team's getting ready to head down to Los Angeles to take on UCLA and USC to conclude the 2022-23 regular season. How's your team preparing for this final week with a lot of stakes still here in the conference standings and playing for NCAA tournament bid and et cetera, still have to play for this weekend?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously we're coming off of a great weekend and an incredible senior day and senior night. So excited for those three young ladies, and I really think that was just an amazing day for those three. And now, you know, you shift gears and you know that you got 2 games left in the conference. We got to go on the road. So we're facing people's kind of senior weekend, certainly finishing up with the senior night. So difficult matchups, but we're just in our routine of how we try to train, how we try to scout, and how we try to prepare for 2, you know, pretty much top 25 programs.
And going into this final week of the season, the playing for a lot of conference tournament seeding right now, I believe it's been kind of narrowed down a little bit with how things have played out right now. Going to this last weekend, I don't think the program can't do any better than 5th as a seeding and can't do any worse than 8th. So you're kind of tucked in there into that middle range here. And the good thing is a lot of the schools you're around the seeding with are the teams that you're going to be playing this week. So a lot of destiny that you can control yourself. How big, I mean, is that something you look in, your staff goes into looking this weekend, kind of the conference scenarios, the tournament seeding, here's who needs to beat who, you know, have you all talked about that to maybe try to get the best scenario for your program going into Vegas?
No, haven't talked at all. Didn't know any of that hardly. Really just focusing on UCLA right now. You know, we know everybody in our league fairly well, almost very well. It's a quick turnaround for everyone. Clearly, we're going to be playing that first day. So I think you just rely on just again, your routine and how you do things and how you get your kids prepared. We're staying an extra day in LA. So we'll have time to immediately, you know, switch gears and get ready for whoever that is that we might be facing in the first round. And then we go directly from LA to Vegas. So when we get on the plane tomorrow, we're pretty much in it for the long haul and want to stay a long time in Vegas.
Go ahead and open up the floor to questions. Sam Taylor, Daily Evergreen. Go ahead, Sam.
Thanks, Chris. Hi, Coach. How's it going?
Hey, Sam. Good. Thanks.
Awesome. So with this upcoming weekend, first, last time you faced these 2 schools, you did not have Charlize. Yet you still held UCLA's best player, Prisma Osborne, to, I believe, 5 points below her season average. What really worked defensively last time against Osborne? Obviously didn't get the win, but what worked to hold her 5 points below her season average last time?
Well, I mean, again, I think we're pretty established in how we want to guard and the scheme. I mean, maybe Charisma didn't have her best game, but their bigs, you know, had like 3 threes on us that, you know, just basically broke our back. So they're so well-rounded, you know, it's just like us. I mean, you know, Charlize is kind of always scoring, but, you know, UCLA is really, you know, they have a lot of weapons and they have a lot of different people that can hurt you. And on any given night, you know, sometimes the people you don't expect are the ones that hurt you. So that's how we want to be as well. We need balance in our scoring and how we score, but clearly, you know, on our scout sheet and how we scout UCLA, you probably start first and foremost with Osborne and then go from there. So she's a key to, I think, their success. And even last night, she got them back in the game against Stanford. So a hard player to guard, a hard player to hold down, you know, but at the same time, we can't just focus on her because they have a lot of really great players surrounding her.
Oh, for sure. And how have you seen AT grow into her kind of co-director of the offense role? You spoke to that last week. This past weekend, did you see any grow for development in kind of AT's game pairing with Charlize?
Yeah, you know, I thought in watching the game film, AT really had some great assist opportunities. And probably should have had 4 or 5 more assists in the column, just because she created some unbelievably great opportunities for people, and we just missed those shots. And I think that was really the frustration of the Oregon State game, is that we really got some quality looks and didn't knock them down. We're going to have to do that as we go, as you finish the season and try to get into postseason. But AT's just solid. She knows what we're trying to do on offense. She's thinking ahead. She can get us into offense easily. She doesn't need someone else, me being in her ear to tell her what to run. She's got good sense and good feel, and is already thinking it before sometimes someone else is on the court. So she's a great player to come off the bench. In our mind, she's as much a starter as anybody else, but you get just a phenomenal ball handler, a great passer, someone that is kind of a pass first point guard mentality. So she gets everybody involved. I mean, I just love her growth. I think she's really good with Charlize on the floor. I think that's like a great two-headed monster. It allows Charlize to get off the ball every once in a while and rest and not have to do everything. So again, just a great guard combination with the two of them.
Awesome. What have you seen from Tara Wallach so far this year, and what are you looking in these last few weeks to see from Tara and her game?
Yeah, I mean, I was really happy with some of the shots she got in the second half against Oregon State. We really do need to find more shots for her, and shots that are in her wheelhouse and not ones she's having to just totally create all the time. Posting her up a little bit more. She's so long and got some height to her, so she can curl into the free throw line area and make shots and come off ball screens and make that little 15-foot shot. And then obviously, I love her growth in her 3-point shooting. You just can't leave her alone. She's really a very, very good standstill 3-point shooter. And again, she's someone that every single night she needs to get us double figures, and she needs to be on the boards. And those two things I think she's capable of, and if she's not getting it, it's usually because we're not getting her enough touches. And that's honestly something we've got to do as a staff better.
With this long extended trip going from LA to Las Vegas, are there any additional preparations you make for the trip? Any extra snacks you pack? What's the key to a longer road trip like this?
No. I mean, everybody's probably taking an extra bag. I know the coaches do, but again, we've been really good on the road and really focused, and so we don't want to change our routine. They do miss a little bit more school, so we'll have academic support with us more this time than is needed, when you're just missing a day of school. So that's really the only thing, is we have to have some built-in, real study hall times, and making sure that the players aren't getting too far away from school and having time to do their assignments. But other than that, it really feels like, just another road trip and road trip with your best friends. And I think, coming to the end of the year and seniors, seeing the end and knowing that, very limited opportunities to play ever again in that jersey. I think there's just the urgency kind of rises, I think, in everyone, and certainly seniors, and they make it known to everybody around them. So I just feel like we're gonna ride those seniors. We're gonna put ourselves in a good position and try to play our very best basketball, because we want to keep this thing going as long as we can.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Sam.
I guess we appreciate your time. Best of luck on the road this weekend. We'll talk to you after the UCLA game. Until then, go Cougs.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks. Go Cougs.